Hello everybody, today we are going to talk about the order of operations. It is like a set of rules that tells us the sequence in which to solve parts of a math problem. If we don't follow these rules, we could end up with incorrect results, and even for the simple problems. So let's begin by talking about the four main rules of the order of operations. The first rule is to perform calculations inside parentheses or bracket first. We always start by solving calculation inside parentheses or brackets. Now these includes all type of grouping symbols such as round brackets, curly brackets, and square brackets. Grouping symbols are important because they tell us to solve what's inside them before moving on to the rest of the expression. Second rule is to perform all calculation with exponents or powers. Once we have solved what's inside the parentheses, we move on to calculations involving exponents, also known as powers. If you remember from the previous lesson, an exponent is a number that tells us how many times to multiply a base number by itself. For example, a square. 2 is the exponent here and a is the base number. It tells us to multiply a by itself 2 times. So we always solve exponents or powers after parentheses or brackets. The third rule is to perform all multiplications and division from left to right. Now that we have taken care of parentheses and exponents, the next step is to perform multiplication and division. But there's a catch. You must perform these operations from left to right, meaning you solve them in the order they appear. Multiplication and division are equally important, so we go from left to right as we solve them. And finally, the last step in the order of operation is to perform addition and subtraction from left to right, just like we did the multiplication and division. And that is it. These are the rules of the order of operation: parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, and finally addition and subtraction. By following these rules, we make sure to solve every expression the right way. Now that we know the rules, let's go through some examples to see these rules in action. So we have this expression here. We have parentheses, division, addition, and subtraction to solve. We will begin by solving the expression inside the parentheses first, as the order of operation tells us. In this case, we solve 12 divided by 3 first, which gives us 4. We then add 6 to 4 and subtract 2 from the result. Notice that we are performing the operations from left to right. Addition comes first in this case and then subtraction. So we add 6 to 4, which gives us 10, and then subtract 2 from 10, which gives us 8. Let's try another one. Here's the expression. Now in this expression we have an exponent, parentheses to solve first, and then multiplication and subtraction. So as per the order of operations, we solve the exponent first. 3 raised to the power of 2 is 9, because 3 times 3 is 9. Now we solve the expression inside the parentheses. 6 plus 1 is 7. Now the expression becomes 9 minus 4 times 7 minus 2. We then multiply 4 by 7, which gives us 28. And rest of the expression becomes 9 minus 28 minus 2. We then subtract 28 from 9, which gives us negative 19. The absolute value of 28 is greater than 9, and that is exactly why the result of 9 negative 28 is negative 19. We then subtract negative 2 from negative 19, which gives us negative 21. Let's try another one. Here's the expression. In this expression, we have parentheses to solve first, then division, addition, and finally multiplication. So we start by solving the expression inside the parentheses, which is 9 minus 2. Subtracting 2 from 9 gives us 7, and the expression becomes this. Now we solve the division, because division comes first when reading from left to right. 14 divided by 7 is 2. After solving the division, the expression becomes this. Now we solve the addition. 2 plus 1 is 3, and the expression becomes 3 times 6. And that is it. We have solved such a complex expression by following the order of operations. So now it's your turn to solve some practice problems. Here are some expressions for you to solve. Each expression has multiple operations. It might look complex, but if you follow the order of operations, you can solve them easily. So take it one step at a time and apply the rules we have just learned. And that wraps up today's lesson on the order of operations. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, keep learning and take care.